I just need everybody to use a little discernment when they see these people online scamming them. At minimum, I
If
think we
using
should
opinions
all do a
expressed do not
search.
necessarily represent those of Chagrat Dogs, GD 920 Pro State Consultant.
Man, fuck all that. See, I was trying to be chill. Fuck all
I'm
that.
dead.
What are you talking about, yo? I was trying to be chill. You had to go there. Listen, at the end of the day, they need to use some discernment and they need to operate with discretion. Before y'all get them niggas a dime, y'all need to get a reference point, and a reference point should be their government or at minimum their case number and the county that they're saying they got the relief in, so you can verify it and look it up. If you don't know what a word is, Google it. There's no harm in using Google and going online and trying to figure out if somebody is capping or not. It's your money that you're working hard for. And I get a lot of you guys are in desperate situations, but it's not right for them to take advantage of your desperation. And you all need to come together and start your little brotherhood and air these niggas out like pissy sheets, because a lot of them are full of shit.
Yeah, I hope I can still monetize.
Yeah.
But here we go. So here's the word Medicaid. And Miss Britt, is it the state of Florida's position that I owe $835.49? Yes, that's the state. Can you articulate for what I owe $835.49? Can you all see that too, Macadamia?
Yeah, it's clear.
This is actually, for those who don't know, let me make sure I'm on page 23. We'll go back here. This is what a transcript looks like. And this is why we tell people, bring a court reporter. I highly recommend you find a court reporter in your area. If not, I believe Mrs. Scott has said I sent it out to everybody who was a part of our groups, what states she can do the Zoom hearings for. And if I'm correct, Ms. Bunnell, she can do it in almost every state, right? She gave a list of the states that she can do. She can, if your state, if she can't find a court reporter. And I'm gonna say this also, and what's good, Tandrick, I'll bring you on. One of the things I want to make sure is clear to people, your state, if it's like Florida, if you file a motion to vacate the hearing officer's recommendation, and I'll pull the rule for you, you must attach the transcript. Hence, if you don't have the transcript, your motion to vacate could become moot as an operation of law. That's not legal advice. Look it up. And I'll actually pull it up for you.
Yeah, what rule is that? I know federally that would be Rule 60.
Federal doesn't apply. It's a state case. State.
Oh, we're gonna fight about this. We're gonna fight about this, but go for it.
Not on this one. So
okay.
Anyway, there you go. This is proceedings taken before hearing officer Arabella Campbell via Zoom, and you'll have that. And by the way, for those who don't know, not only is the court reporter beneficial for recording the proceedings, she's also a witness as to what was said and what may have been discussed. And not to mention, these things are official. And I tell everybody, just bring one. I always bring one. And Ms. Vanilla, tell you why I learned to do that, because my hearing in front of Judge Gregory Holder, who falsely accused me of perjury, I had one there, but he had a court reporter that annotated everything that went on in the proceeding to include before we got there, right, Ms. Bunnell? He forgot to swear me in, but before I got there, they were discussing the fact that the case that this same gentleman brought up, but he was discussing that the state court case was stayed. So he would have no jurisdiction. The appeals court still had the case. But at any rate, for those who don't know, there you go. So let's go down here to the word Medicaid or Medicare. So she's saying the state provided Medicaid and Medicare. And I said, okay, does the state have any evidence to support their allegation that they gave $835.49? So the only issue is the state provided Medicaid, food stamps, and cash assistance. There's no issue of child support. I think that's pretty clear, right?
Not clear.
Can you see that part?
Yeah, we've talked. You've mentioned it. The biggest thing that you taught me about was subrogation.
Oh, well, the subrogation would go away because this happened in 2024. What happened in 2013?
Well, all right, I'll shut up. Heard.
Focus. I think Ms. Benell said y'all about y'all reading and stuff. So the affidavit would have erased any of the argument for child support. But I'm going to help y'all with a little bit more about the child support argument as well. So anyway, we have our resident guy that I think everybody should use. Tanjik, you're not refereeing tonight, right? You can come on and tell everybody what you are and what you can help guys do.
Hey, fellas. Rick Robinson, also known as Tondrick. My specialty is finance and accounting. I have probably over 25 years of finance and accounting, working for corporate companies, as well as personal business and finance. So as it relates to child support, I can help you all out, help you to better understand your numbers, just because I truly understand the financial calculator. And a lot of times what happens is the courts, they don't necessarily get the information in the calculator correct. And of course that could have, thousands of dollars of impact to you over time. And I'm an individual that can just help you to understand, what your numbers should be. Are they legit? Are they correct? So that's where I can kind of help you all out at, as well as, if you have a personal business, give you some insights there, investments, different things like that. Just understanding your P&L, your revenue coming in, your expenses going out, just, how
What is P&L for
set up
those who
your
don't
LLC.
know? You and somebody else love those acronyms. What is P&L for those who don't know?
Profit and loss.
There you go.
Y'all love these acronyms. Now we got thousands of people listening now, so cool. So I appreciate that. And if anybody needs him, that has nothing to do with me, we can attach you to him. But I highly recommend you speak to people, not only as it relates to what Mr. Robinson can offer as far as analyzing the numbers, what Mrs. Benell can do as far as you getting insurance, and even understanding the issue of insurance, which we found out that can you explain, Ms. Benell, about the insurance, if the insurance is prepaid? I know you can get credit for the insurance, but how to make sure that you can get the state out of the insurance aspect with you and the children, or some of the stuff that they're claiming with this Medicaid, because a lot of guys probably have them on their insurance anyway, if you have a job.
Right. So if you have a job, it would be more cost effective to add your child to your insurance policy, because they have to count it on child support. In addition to that, every state, or I don't know if they're going to still have it, but as of today, every state basically has a insurance pool that you can qualify for depending on what you make. So if it would be more cost effective to go through the state directly to insure the child, you are able to do that, and they still have to give you credit for that. It doesn't matter how much you're paying in premium. It just matters that the child has coverage. In addition to that, when you guys are going back saying about the Medicaid numbers, you have to make sure you get an invoice, a detailed invoice, because a lot of times the state has agreed ratings for different services with the providers. So they'll give you a bill, but that ain't what they paid though. They have so many contracts with so many of the providers,